to the Houston Rockets tonight at 9, right here on Channel 48.
Yes, we Poco Puppets are pretty tired now. Yes, so, I think it's time for the Poco Puppets to take a little break. Are you feeling a little better right now? Yes. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Do you think you might like a little rest now? No. Well, I'm sorry, but it's time for the puppets to take a rest. But, before we go, hey, would you like to meet the guy who works the puppets back here? Yeah! You would, huh? You hear that? Well, all right, I'm going to introduce Jim to you, and he's really a very clever fellow. He's good looking, too. Did I say that okay? Okay, I hope you have some nice applause for him, too. Here he is, friends, the one and only puppeteer Kelly McGrath. Hooray!
Thank you. What, did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Why you never put the
Oh, Danielle, come here. You want to give the puppet a kiss? Come on over here.
No.
No? Okay. Well, Wally, too bad. I hope the next time that I see all of you, you will be safe and sound at home in your own beds, feeling better, and watching us on television. So I'm going to turn the show over right now to Nurse Arden, and she's going to be sure that you get back to your rooms safe and sound, okay?
But why you never show the other one?
Oh, Draper will be disappointed. Can't you bring Jamie over here?
Well, I could, I suppose, but he's been sniffling all the day. I really think he's coming down with a cold, and I don't want to take him out in this nasty weather.
Yeah, I can understand that. And Geraldine's not available, huh?
No, she planned to be, but that emergency came up down at WMON. I guess you've heard about that.
Do I? Just another thing to make me feel guilty about all the help I have not given Geraldine.
Oh, come on now. I mean, it's just that I don't know when she'll be getting back, and I don't think I can get a responsible sitter at this time of night.
Yeah. Well, listen, you're not missing much anyway. Guess who's doing the cooking? I'll even give you a hint. It's Molly's night off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something gallant to say.
You don't have to. We both know what my batting average is when it comes to cooking.
Oh, no.
Come on. How could you forget that veal piccata? Remember when you burned... Well, anyway, like I said, you won't be missing much.
Well, I won't be seeing you. That's missing a lot.
Yeah, well, we'll try to do it again sometime, okay?
Let's do.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Change your mind?
It's Molly, Mrs. Scott.
Molly, did you get to see Emily's doctor?
Yes, I saw Dr. Barnes, and there's going to be no problem, I'm happy to say. He understands the situation and seems willing to accept it.
Oh, I wish I could.
Oh, how is she? She all right?
Oh, well, I guess so. She asked me for the evening paper and then trotted off to your room.
Oh, well, that sounds quite normal. Mrs. Scott, I wanted to ask you something. Some while ago, I heard your friend Mrs. Carr mention something about her nephew, someone who, well, I think he was a puppeteer. Did I hear correctly?
Yeah, that's right. His name is Kelly McGrath.
Oh, of course I forgot. Kelly McGrath.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Coast Soap, the refreshing soap that brings you back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener. And by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way.
Great dinner, Herb. I love it. Fish?
It was steak, and the greasy mess it left. Ugh.
Use the Dawn, Herb. Dawn will handle that grease.
Dawn, huh?
Here's why. Half a cup of grease added to dishwater. Dawn breaks up grease, surrounds it, takes grease out of your way, helps keep it from settling back on your dishes.
Everything came out great. Dishes, pots, pans, even my hands don't feel greasy. With Dawn, I'll do dinner anytime.
Give me a break.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Babysitting means sitting. Oh, come on, Grandma.
Lillian Kimmel is pooped. She needs Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener. No other soap refreshes like Coast with its exhilarating scent. No soap has bubblier lather. Coast brings you back to life.
Now that's what we call cutting a rug.
Bring yourself back to life with Coast, the eye-opener.
I'm curious, Molly. Why did you want to know about Kelly McGrath?
Oh, nothing in particular. I was just passing down the children's ward on my way out, and there was this young man. He was entertaining the children with the puppet
Oh,
show.
yeah, that's Kelly. He's been over there around 6 times or so, donating his services to the kids.
Oh, how nice of him. Well, I'll see you in a minute, Mrs. Scott.
Molly, you don't have to come home. This is your night off. Why don't you take in a movie or something?
Well, I forgot. Well, I don't think I could take in a movie tonight, but you could use me, couldn't you? I mean, since you're expecting a dinner guest.
Oh, as a matter of fact, we're not. Mr. Swift had to cancel. He couldn't get a babysitter.
Oh, well, why don't I do that? I'd be glad to sit with Jamie if you like.
Would you? You're an angel.
Well, you know how much I like the little boy, and between you and me, I'd be so glad to see him in happier surroundings.
Oh, Molly, that would be wonderful. Listen, I will call Mr. Swift right now and tell him you're on your way over. Oh, listen, Emily just walked in the room. Would you like to talk to her?
Oh, if she's up to it, yeah.
Sure, it's Molly. Oh, thanks.
Hi, Molly. Where are you?
Well, I'm at Monticello General, and I just told Mrs. Scott that your doctor isn't going to make any fuss at all about you leaving the hospital. Isn't that nice?
Well, I am very glad he's not going to make any trouble. It wouldn't make any difference if he did, because I wouldn't go back to that hospital, even if they came after me with a straitjacket.
Now, that is not the way to talk. You're much, much better, Emily. Even Dr. Barnes recognizes it. And you know, you sound simply wonderful this evening.
Well, I do feel pretty good, especially after reading the evening paper.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm looking for an apartment. I have to find a place to live, don't I? I can't impose on you and Draper and April forever. No, I want to get out of your hair as soon as possible.
Oh, I see.
Well, you know, I don't know if you can trust these ads, but they look like there are quite a few good possibilities. I was even thinking about a small co-op or a condominium.
I do have that $50,000 from Daddy's insurance.
Now, don't do and decide anything impulsive, Emily.
Molly, don't worry about me. Everything is going to be just fine. I know it.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you thinking that way anyway. Look, I'll be home very shortly. Goodbye.
Usually when it rains, that's all.
I see. How old is she?
18.
She looks even younger.
So did you at 18.
And now?
You look your age.
Well, thank you for the compliment.
I didn't say you weren't still beautiful.
Am I?
I don't have to say that. I'm sure Skylar Whitney tells you that every 5 minutes.
No, he doesn't.
I guess he doesn't have to. I guess you know exactly what he thinks of you.
Oh, yes, I know exactly what Sky's image is of me. I wonder what yours is, Devin.
Mine doesn't matter.
You know you look as young as ever. As young as you did in New York. Do me a favor, Devin. Age a little faster. Get a few lines and wrinkles. They don't matter on a man.
They say suffering makes you look old.
Then what happened didn't make you suffer, did it?
Okay, everybody, why don't you call tonight? It's nuts. Wiley's studio. Who is this, Kelly? Yeah, it's a bad time. It's always a bad time. Yeah, just a minute. It's for you.
Hello?
Hello, Jody. This is Kelly. Listen, about our date tonight, it looks like I'm going to have to cancel.
But why? Kelly, this is the second time you've done this. What are you trying to do, play hard to get or something?
You were the one who started that, remember?
Oh, so I get it. Now you're turning the tables, is that it?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with business. I gotta work up a couple new puppet routines in case they decide to hire me for this television show.
Well, do you have to work tonight?
Well, they're gonna be making up their minds in a couple of days, and I have to be ready.
Well, I guess I shouldn't complain. I mean, seeing how many times I wouldn't have dinner with you because of my dancing. All right, Kelly. Will you call me tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Great. Bye-bye.
Jody?
Yeah?
Nothing. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, good night. Take a nice hot bath.
Well, it looks like I've been stood up again.
Kelly's crazy. The guy used to do handstands to get you to go out with him.
I know.
Look, I'm sorry I can't take you out to supper. I'm waiting for a new student in about 20 minutes.
I'd like to buy you dinner, Jody. You would? Yes. You see, there is something I'd love to talk to you about. A job. A job? What do you mean? I'm forming a dance company and I need dancers. And dancing is a job, right?
Okay, who wants the cymbals? You get the harmonica. And who wants the drum?
Here comes the Fisher-Price Marching Band. There are things for your child to toot, to shake, and to jingle. There's even a nice big drum. Because Fisher-Price believes every child is born with a great sense of rhythm. Even if they can't keep a tune. The Fisher-Price Marching Band. Everything stores in the drum.
Losing weight. It's become a national obsession. Over 40 million Americans went on a diet last year. The problem was they usually didn't stay on it. Well, now from the makers of Contact, there's Diattack, a remarkable time-release capsule that helps you lose weight by helping you stick to your diet. One Diattack capsule helps you control your appetite all day, so you eat less. Diattack, from the makers of Contact. It gives your diet a fighting chance.
Mr. Vall, that's really nice of you, but... Well, I'm not good enough to dance professionally. Jody, I'm not asking you to step into the spotlight of the premiere danseuse. I'm going to have a company of 6, perhaps a dozen girls.
A chorus line.
Yes, if you will, a chorus line. I need young and fresh talent. And frankly, I'm not going to find that much of it in Monticello. There's never been any dance company of any merit here.
This is ridiculous, Martine. Come back in a year, maybe then.
I need my dancers rehearsing in a month.
Your dancers? I thought they were Skylar Whitney's dancers.
Of course he's putting up the money. Do you think I'm a banker? He's putting up the money as an investment, Judy.
She's not ready for it. I'm not going to let her do it.
Why don't you let Judy decide? Or maybe isn't Judy allowed to decide for herself? Judy, please, would you like to have dinner with me and talk it over? Well, yeah, I guess I would like to join your dinner. Good. Why don't you go and change? Okay. Gavin, are you all right? Why are you limping?
Well, I just get pain sometimes. I get pain in my leg. It's nothing.
I made you angry.
You're making a fool of yourself. And of Jody. She's incapable of doing what you're asking her to do.
Why don't you let her try? It is up to you, isn't it, Gavin? You are Spangery as you were mine.
That's a lie. I never had any hold over you. And you proved it the day you walked out.
The day I made a decision for myself.
The day you became Sky's dancing doll.
But a very good one. All right, Jody, let's go. See you later.
What fresh disaster has befallen us? Yes? Who is out there? What? Well, for heaven's sake. Of course I know him. It's just that I'm terribly busy right now, and I don't see how I can refuse. All right, my dear, ask him to come in. Thank you.
Geraldine.
Good Lord. You're not Skylar Whitney. You can't be.
Well, I know I've grown up a little since we last saw, but you, incredible. After all you've been through, you haven't changed a bit.
Well, I hope that you have, Skylar. I certainly hope so.
Could you write a television commercial?
Probably not.
How about for a product you believe in? How about your tie?
I try, sure.
Why?
Because I believe in it. Doing a commercial is a new experience, so I got my family to help. Okay, kids, let's go. My son Jeff and nephew DJ are playing in white socks to help show how my Tide cleans muddy soil better than a liquid detergent. There! Perfect ground-in mud. Now my mother-in-law is going to supervise because I'm testing against her favorite liquid.
I've sworn by this detergent for years.
We'll wash DJ's socks in a liquid and Jeff's blue striped socks in Tide.
My liquid didn't do too well.
But look at the Tide socks.
A lot cleaner. Guess you taught your mother-in-law a lesson this time.
I trust Tide. I really do.
Women trust Tide. It's the best detergent on American soil.
Could you make a food stain that's too tough for any cleanser to clean? Could you?
I'm sure I could.
Comet challenges Carol Stevens' cleanser to clean the worst stain she can think up.
I'm putting blueberries and dark, awful tea into the sink. If I don't have to clean this now, I'll be okay.
After they dried in, she added cooking grease and heavy pot marks.
Let's compare your cleanser to Comet. Tell me what's happening.
I can't believe this. It's like night and day. Comet is so much better. Look at this.
Only Comet has Chloranol, and Chloranol is more than bleach. It's an exclusive combination of grease cutters and stain removers.
It's clean. It speaks for itself. Comet really works.
Convince yourself. Comet cleans tougher stains better.
Tickle their noses with something new.
Tickle their noses with blueberries.
New Duncan Hines blueberry muffins are more blueberry than ever.
Tickle their noses with blueberries.
They taste just as great as they smell, because Duncan Hines filled them with sweeter, tastier wild blueberries.
Tickle their noses with blueberries.
Duncan Hines blueberry muffins.
They taste just as great as they smell.
They're new.
It must be 10 years since we saw each other last, Geraldine. I was just a spoiled, rich brat then.
And what are you now, Skylar? A spoiled, rich grown-up?
You might be surprised by how well I've done by the family fortunes. I know the rest of the family was not very happy when I inherited all that money when I was so young. But that wasn't really my fault. It was Dad's for dying so young.
Yes, I was surprised at that. When Patrick died, it really destroyed my faith in the old saying that only the good die young. I'm sorry. That was unkind.
No need to apologize. I know that you weren't very close with your brother-in-law. That's why our families spent so little time together.
Well, all of my family is gone now, Skylar. Perhaps you know that.
Yes, I heard. I'm very sorry about that, Geraldine.
And what about your father's money? Is that still there?
Oh, it's still there, earning all that interest. But it's doing more than that. Oh, haven't you heard? I've become a patron of the arts.
The arts? Well, I'm sure you didn't inherit that interest from your father.
Well, he did have that chain of theaters, but that was strictly a financial basis. I've been doing a lot more with him. I've gotten into producing, cultural stuff. You might almost call me an impresario.
And is it cultural stuff that brings you back to Monticello?
Well, you might say that. The moment I heard that the old Alhambra was on the block, I decided it was time to come back to the old hometown.
Do you mean to say that you are buying the Alhambra?
No. I've already bought it. The one theater my father couldn't buy.
Because the owner wouldn't sell it to him, that's why.
It's still the best theater in town, isn't it, Geraldine?
Yeah, my dear, it's an antique. A relic of a time that will never come again. Actually, I'm surprised that it wasn't torn down years ago and turned into a shopping mall.
It's going to stay a theater. The best damn theater in this part of the country. I'm having it renovated from top to bottom, and I am going to introduce to this town something it's never seen before. Dancing.
You mean ballet?
Jazz, ballet, maybe. All sorts of dancing. I'm building a new company. I'm forming it around a new star. Her name is Martine Duval. She was a sensation in Europe. I'd like you to meet her, Geraldine. I've told her all about my famous aunt.
Well, does that mean that you are going to be here indefinitely?
You're the only family I have here, Geraldine. I'd like you to be my friend as well.
Skylar, it's been a good many years.
Blood is thicker than water, isn't it? Oh, by the way, I've decided to change the name of the theater. It's to be called the Whitney.
Excuse me. Yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Logan, how are you? How's everything there?
Just fine. I wanted to let you know it looks like I'm going to be able to keep that dinner date after all.
Oh, I'm so glad. I felt dreadful deserting you this evening.
Don't worry about it. Business before babysitting, right? How's your little emergency coming?
Well, I think it's been resolved now. I don't think I'll be needed here much longer. How did you solve your problem?
Molly Sherwood had some free time. She's here right now.
Oh, how nice. Well, tell her I'll be there as soon as I can to relieve her.
I'll certainly do that, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Well, Mrs. Saxon says she won't be too late.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. I have lots of time.
Well, I don't. I'm overdue at the Scots right now, so I'll be running this, Terrific. Hello.
You say the sweetest things. I hope you don't mind my dropping by. I was just exercising my visitation rights. Hello, Molly. What are you doing here?
She's babysitting. I'm going out. Look, you want to exercise your rights, that's fine. But from now on, you consider my rights. You want to see Jamie, call first.
You said I could see him whenever I want, and I want to see him right now.
He's asleep now, Mrs. Swift.
I'm not talking to you.
Raven. Look, I told you that I would not deny you access to Jamie, and I won't. But there are rules of common courtesy, and you're going to abide by them if I have to get a court order to see that you do it.
And you'd do that, wouldn't you? You'd do anything to hurt me, as if
gotta
I
go.
haven't been hurt enough. Well, wait, Logan. Logan. Look, I didn't just come here to see Jamie. I wanted to see you. The trial's over. Can't we just forget about all this hatred now and remember that we used to love each other?
Used to, Raven, used to. There's nothing there now. Not hate, not love, just nothing.
Wait. Did you hear anything from London?
It's the second time you've asked me that. Why would I hear anything from London?
Never mind. Go ahead. I just want to see Jamie.
I'll see you later, Molly.
Well, I bet you're as happy as everyone else about Jamie's little change of environment, aren't you?
If you want to look at him, please be very quiet.
No, never mind. I've changed my mind. Besides, Darrett's downstairs in the car. Molly, could I ask you a question?
Yes?
I heard that you found Cliff Nelson in his office. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I was sent there by Mr. Scott to pick up some papers that he needed.
I see. So then the police probably questioned you. Exactly what did you say?
Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Jerry.
This is my new friend.
Would your new friend like some new Trident?
New Trident?
See? New softer and still no saccharin.
They're softer.
And see? 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum.
Peggy? These are more of my new friends.
Oh, good thing I have more new Trident.
New softer Trident without saccharin, recommended by moms like Peggy Fleming who care about teeth.
RCA Records presents the Best Buy series. Albums you always wanted at the price you always wanted. Jefferson Starship, Waylon Jennings. Major hits from major artists like Charlie Pride, The Guess Who, Dolly Parton. Pure Prairie League, Arthur Fiedler, Lou Reed. Included are gold and platinum albums, Perry Como, Glenn Miller, Elvis Presley, and lots more. All original recordings at a fantastic price. They're more than you bargained for.
RCA's Best Buy series available at all Jefferson Ward stores. Linda Carter thwarts the black market sale of a super-secret missile system in an attempt to avoid an international incident on Wonder Woman tonight at 6 o'clock. Then join Bud and Lou for a potpourri of their best antics on the World of Abbott and Costello tonight at 8 o'clock right here on Channel 48.
I don't know what you want from me, Mrs. Swift, but I just simply told the police what happened, nothing more.
And you didn't volunteer any information? about things that are none of your business?
What do you mean?
You know damn well what I mean. I'm talking about Elliot Dorn and the night he came snooping around in my apartment.
Oh, no. No, I didn't. I swear I didn't. I mean, we just talked about Mr. Nelson.
What did Cliff Nelson say? Anything?
No, he was unconscious when I arrived. Please, Mrs. Swift, I just really don't want to talk about that awful night. I would much rather forget it.
Very well. Yes, Molly. You should learn to forget it.
Find a place right away.
Don't you want me to help you with that?
No, that's all right. You sure you don't want me to set a place for you? Oh, no, absolutely not. I've imposed enough on your home life as it is. I think I'll just take a tray up to the room and get to bed early. I want to get a fresh start. First thing in the morning, finding an apartment. For heaven's sakes. What's the matter? Studio apartment, completely furnished, in Monticello's finest luxury building. April, there's a place available right here. What? There's an apartment in this building. Isn't that wonderful? I'm not so sure. These apartments are very expensive. Yeah, but I'll be close to you and to Molly. Oh, I hope it's still available tomorrow. Well, at least I'll be first in line. Look, I really think you should think twice about it. Well, don't you want me to be close?
Remember your bouffant hairdo and all that icky hairspray? Well, hairstyles changed a lot, but hairsprays didn't until today. Today, there's the soft hairspray called Rave. Look. Spray Rave on one side, the old kind on the other. The old kind dries so stiff the comb can barely get through. But you can comb through Rave without combing out the hole.
Rave Soft Hairspray, the flexible hole you can comb through. Now in unscented, too.
See this ugly yellow stain? That's what comes from cigar or cigarette smoke. Just think what smoking a pack a day, every day, could do to your teeth. But look. Here's Topol, the smoker's tooth polish that helps remove all kinds of superficial tobacco stains. Topol starts to work immediately to clean your teeth and to help remove these stains. Just use Topol week after week and watch your teeth get brighter and brighter. Topol, the smoker's tooth polish, now in 3-ounce regular or 7-ounce fluoride.
Stay tuned to find out about SEPTA and the city. Join host Marty Jacobs and his guests on Delaware Valley next. Then later, Lucy attempts to undo the damage she's done by dabbling in community affairs on I Love Lucy at 6 o'clock on Channel 48.
Green Gems Film Production from the Hollywood studios of